Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel Mo Digging. It's good to see you once again. This week I'm going to do something just a little different. My dad and I are actually going to go up to a friend's farm and look for Native American artifacts. It's actually the same farm where I found this really neat old axe head that was made by Native Americans. And the other half of the video is actually going to be metal detecting for a little bit this week. So let's get straight to it. Well, I know it doesn't look like much, but I got my first real kind of flake right here. A little piece of flint. Let's pick that up. That's what we're looking for, these little pieces of flint. Let's hopefully find some nice pieces today. My dad is way over there somewhere, so we're going to keep looking around and hopefully find some good stuff while we're out here. Let's get back at it. Well, I think I'm first on the board, folks. We've been out here for probably about 45 minutes now, and I just spotted a piece of flint sitting here in the corn row, and I think it's an old drill. It's a little beat up, but I'm pretty sure I know this is going to be a Native American artifact. So let's take a look. I just called my dad over. He'll be here in just a second. Well, while I've been waiting for my dad to get over here, I just took a look around, and wouldn't you know it, I just found a few more pieces of artifact. So looky there. I think we're in the right spot. We're going to hunt around here a little bit more. But I'm going to have my dad come over and take a look at this piece that I spotted just a moment ago. If you want to grab it, you can. Looks like a drill. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, a little drill. Not in great shape, but that definitely looks like a piece of Native American. That's really neat. Yeah, it's an old drill. It's been banged up quite a bit, but that's definitely a period piece. So we're going to hunt around here a little bit more. That's awesome. Well, I just got myself another artifact not far from that drill. I was actually about to go put all of these rocks over by the chairs we have out here in this field, and spotted another find. Let's take a look. My dad has already taken a look at it, but can you see it right there? Let's get real close to it. Take a look at that. That is definitely a little arrowhead. Pretty small, actually. Try not to break it. It's stuck there in the dirt. That is awesome. That is an arrowhead. That is really cool. Mostly complete too. That is a nice find. We're going to keep at it. Here's all the rocks I've been carrying around. I'm going to go put over there by our chairs. Doing a little bit of scouting out in this big field right now, and you can actually see my dad way out there. I just found this sitting out here. Didn't really think much of it until I took a closer look. That's probably a scraper. I know it's not the most intricately carved piece of stone, but that's what I'm going to call that. That's probably a little scraper, something you could scrape away at the hide to an animal. So really neat. That's not a bad find at all. At least we're finding a little bit of stuff. I'd really like my dad to find something nice, but we're still hunting around. Well, just like metal detecting, you never know what you're going to find when you're out here walking these fields. I just saw this sticking up out of the soil, and it was, this blue piece of plastic. Thought it was going to be just a piece of trash or a piece off of a tractor, but it's actually a toy sitting out here in this huge, giant field. I don't know exactly what kind of toy that is, but I assume you'd sit that in a Playmobil car or something like that. Wow, that is so strange, sitting out here in the middle of nowhere. So we'll take it. Looks like it was a lady. Let's keep on walking. You know, ever since I found a nice axe head in this field, I always check these big green stones. Just kick this up out of the dirt. Whatever material this is, the natives used it as for their axe heads, at least in this part of Missouri. So if someone could tell me what kind of stone that is, I'd love to know. This really heavy green material. But that one, unfortunately, is not an axe head or a salt. So we're going to keep on looking around. Hey, he may have found something. Let's take a look. Right there is a nice piece of flint. Let's see if it's got any carving on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's got some marks on there.
Yep.
That's definitely been worked.
Yep.
That's pretty neat. It's a nice piece of flint too. Nice kind of purpley color. It's got some, you can see some napping there on the left. So that's not bad. He finally got a little piece. That's good. Hey. Here's kind of a strange find too. Just spotted that sitting in the soil here. Got a little insulator. That's pretty neat. We'll take it. Like my dad said, it's probably for an electric fence or something like that, or for the house that's up there. So we'll put it away. Walking along here, just spotted this sticking up out of the dirt. I think most of you guys will know what that is. It's a piece of a deer antler. Let's see how big it is. Oh, pretty small. Just a little piece of antler. Cool find though, not terribly old. Probably shed in the last year. So we'll take it. Let's go. All right, I just got a pretty good find here, you guys. Let's take a look. Here, my dad's filming right now. Take a look right there. There's a good looking point, it looks like. Let's hope the whole thing is there. Oh, no, not quite. It's not a bad looking find though. That's a good, probably spear point. That is awesome. We're doing pretty well today, so we'll take it. So at this point of the video, everyone, we're actually going to switch from the Native American relics that we found to some of my metal detecting finds for the week, and we'll do a wrap up at the end. So let's go to that. Well, I've been detecting for about 10 minutes so far this week, and I've actually done pretty well. I've already got a quarter and a nickel and a pull tab and some trash, but just got a really loud 84 signal and popped this out of the ground. That's kind of interesting. It's not terribly old. 85th anniversary or something. Give me just a moment, I'll clean that up. We'll find out exactly what that is. I know I can see what looks to be like a tractor or an excavator and some horses on there, but give me just one moment. As I said, this medallion is not terribly old. It's the 85th anniversary of this company. Is it Fabian or Fabic? I don't actually recognize the name of that company, but it's 1917 to 2002, so this medallion is only about 20 years old. Still pretty cool though. They obviously have some sort of industrial purpose, but we're going to put that away for now and keep on metal detecting. Well, I just had myself a low 70 signal sitting at about 6 inches down, and I popped something out of the ground that's kind of strange. Take a look at this. I've been finding quite a few pull tabs and shotgun shells, but take a look at this. I already cleaned it up and looked at one side. This was the first side I looked at, and it says Centennial 1956. I guess it's like a mini pocket knife or something like that. And then this side says Missouri State Teachers Association. Huh, I guess back in 1956 when you went to something like that, you got a little pocket knife. Kind of different. Never seen anything like that before. We'll put it away though. Well, these were not very deep here in the grass. I just had to basically pop them out with this little plug I made here. But I got my first key, or set of keys I should say, for the week. That's pretty neat. I don't know how old they are. They look older than probably the last 20 years, but we'll take it. Got a little set of keys there. I have not been finding very many of these this year for some reason. Tokens, just kind of modern tokens from like the circa 70s and 80s. It's a Bailey token for like a pinball machine probably, I would assume, or some sort of gaming token for an arcade. I did hit it there, unfortunately. Gosh darn it. Oh, I like that. It says tomfoolery. That's really cool. I don't think this is a token I've ever found. Like I said, I did scratch it. Unfortunately, it was there in the gravel. But still a pretty cool find. I love the old tokens. Well, I don't really know for sure, but I just got myself a 60 to 62 signal and popped a little bit of dirt here, and I may have some silver. I may have a silver necklace. Let's take a look at this. Well, this is going to be a little awkward to film by myself, but yep, sure enough, it's in the low 60s. Actually, it's ringing up as a 63 right now, but take a look at this. That definitely looks to be a silver chain of some sort. Let's see if I can get it. Oops, sorry for shaking the camera. Let me see if I can get out here without damaging it. Oh, that does look to be the end of it. Oh, I really don't want to break it. I'm gonna come back in here in just a moment and show you guys what this is before I tear it into a million pieces. Give me 1 second. Oh yeah, baby, that is a little silver bracelet of some variety. Pretty cool. Mark 925 in Italy right there. I got myself some silver this week so far, and it was ringing up like silver usually does not ring up. It's a low tone or mid-tone silver. That is awesome, and that's why I dig those signals. I'm always trying to tell you guys to dig those low tones, because that every once in a while is how people miss silver and gold when you're out metal detecting. And sure enough, I pulled a little bit out that was ringing up low, so we're going to get back to metal detecting. I am digging the irony signals. I just popped this out of the ground. It was a pretty big, ugly signal, but I got a pocket knife. Not bad. Looks like it was probably tossed when it broke, one of the blades there, but still a neat find. Probably from the 70s or the 80s, I would take a guess. So we'll put that in the bag and see what else we can pull out of the ground out here. All right, everybody, I'm back at the house now, so it's time to go over all the finds from the last week. Well, there is the board, you guys, all of our finds for the week, but we're going to come over here first and look at this stuff. There's all my trash for the week. Managed to pick up a lot of stuff sitting on top of the ground, along with stuff that I dug up out of the ground. So if you're going to go out and metal detect, take as much garbage with you as you can. It always protects the hobby. Here's all of our chips from the walking out in the field. We found a few pieces of flint while we were out there walking around. So you just never know what you're going to find when you're out looking for artifacts. But we found a few of those kind of things. But here's all of our kind of gooder stuff, our better things that we found for the week. I did find some pull tabs. I managed to dig up quite a few of those this week. Not as big a pile as I've always found, but I did find some of those. Got a little bit of change. Got some nickels, a few dimes, some pennies. I only got 1 quarter sitting on top of the ground, so not a whole lot of change, but I only metal detected for, gosh, like, probably 3 or 4 hours. So I didn't do a whole lot of metal detecting this week, and I also didn't hunt any areas that were really that great. So found a little bit of stuff. Got a few shotgun shells, pocket knife, got a few keys, got that 1 token, pretty cool little token there. Tomfoolery from Bailey's or Bolly's, I can't remember the exact pronunciation of that organization. There's a button. The Missouri State Teachers Association little piece is kind of cool, so we'll take it for the centennial. And then I got this neat little badge there, 1917 to 2002. Some different things on there, skid loader and horse and all that. So that's kind of a neat find. Got a wheel weight right there. Got some silver this week, thankfully. There's about $7 in scrap silver there right now. So a little bit of that, 925 is good. And then we also got some other things we found while we were out walking the fields. I did get a deer antler, a piece of one at least. I got a few insulators, which is kind of cool. There's a broken one right there. And some of the stuff was actually sitting out there in the field too, because the farmers are out there all the time and losing stuff off of their machinery. Some pieces of glass. I did find a washer out there while we were walking. Got that plastic toy, which is kind of funny. An odd find right there. I got a mummified turtle right there. Very odd find. Kind of strange. There's a bone I found out there too. But here's all my better stuff. We found a few Native American artifacts. We did manage to get a few kind of broken pieces here and there. That's probably a scraper. My dad and I both got a spearhead. So there's a neat little one there out of some gray stone. And then he got this really neat one too. It's a little dinged around, but he got that. A broken spear point there. I got an arrowhead. Nice little piece there. Looks like it's been reworked at one point. And I did get a drill. This I assume would be used for cutting through a piece of hide or leather or something like that. So it's fun metal detecting and finding things that are a little bit old, but it's a whole different story finding stuff like this that's potentially hundreds, if not thousands of years old. So it really goes back and kind of tells the story here in the state of Missouri. It's not just all the story of us, it's also the story of the people that were here before us. So we did pretty well this week. I can't complain too much. Thank you guys once again for watching my channel. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe also if you enjoy what I'm doing, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye now.